Hi. Today I'm talking about my oldest son, PJ, Paul Joseph, the little one that gave me the title of mom. He was born in June of 2001. He, from the very get-go, was my independent and very observant child. While in the womb, most babies are curled up and snuggled up. Not this child. He was facing the world, standing upright, at least with one foot. He ended up being a cesarean because he would not turn. He did not want to curl up. He wanted to face the world and see what was going on. That carried on right after he was born. I could never curl him up and hold him like a baby or cradle him. He was the happiest when he was facing outward in the football position so he could see what was going on. He took it all in and he was learning. By 18 months, the child was talking in 2 and 3 word sentences. He is a discoverer. He is literal, he's just got to figure it out. And that has carried him on throughout his life. He is now an adult. He has graduated with his bachelor's degree in engineering physics, and he's actually getting ready to head off to his graduate program, and his goal is to earn his doctorate in theoretical physics and become a theoretical physicist. He thinks outside the box, but he also thinks about what's inside the box and how can he make it so that it's outside the box, and how did it start out and how can he make it better. And on a personal side, though, he's never wanted to upset mom or dad or teachers or anybody like that. He likes to make sure that he's always pleasing somebody. I don't know, he was either almost 4, had just turned 4. I remember he was so smart. I was sitting and I was sewing some outfits for my 2 kids at the time. I said, PJ, here in a minute, I'm gonna have you come over here because I need to measure you. I was concentrating on what I was doing, and he said, I can measure myself, because we had shown him how to use a measuring tape. And he said, I can measure. I said, I'm busy working. Okay. And he told me, I'm going to measure myself. And I said, okay. And he went over and he went to our front door, and we were renting an apartment at the time, and it was a nice white door. And he took a black Sharpie marker and he stood at the door, and he took the black Sharpie marker and he measured himself. And then he stood and he looked at that and he said, okay, that's good. But then in his brilliant mind, he took and he drew this bicycle, and it was the most beautiful bicycle for, somebody of that age to draw. And it had 2 wheels with the spokes and everything, and he drew, and I remember he's like, I did it, I measured. I said, okay, come over here, let's measure you. I already did. And I looked up at the door. Oh my gosh, I was so furious with him. And then when the look on his face when he realized that he had done something wrong, and I was so furious. I was, go to your room. Fortunately, Paul got in. My husband walked in the door right after that. He was like, calm down, calm down. He goes, he gets the magic eraser, comes right up, just in case, if ever, magic eraser takes off, Sharpie marker. He was so proud of himself, and then he realized, I didn't make mom happy. And it's my funny story now, because now I can laugh at it, because that was so PJ. It's always been PJ. So I will end with my firstborn son, my PJ EJ, and he's my little blessing.